Einstein's most revolutionary private calculations contained his mathematical proof that consciousness operates completely outside the linear time constraints that govern all physical matter and energy in the universe, existing in what he termed eternal present states, where concepts of past, present, and future become meaningless illusions created by biological perception limitations. These extraordinary equations, hidden from public view for decades, revealed Einstein's conviction that the soul represents a form of energy that transcends his own theory of relativity, operating according to mathematical principles that exist beyond space-time curvature and temporal flow. His detailed calculations showed how consciousness energy maintains constant existence across all temporal dimensions simultaneously, making the soul fundamentally timeless rather than subject to the sequential time experience that constrains physical phenomena and biological awareness. Einstein's timeless soul equations drew from his deepest understanding of relativity theory, suggesting that while physical matter and electromagnetic energy remain bound by space-time limitations, consciousness operates through what he called trans-temporal mathematical structures that exist independent of relativistic effects. His private notes contained formulas demonstrating how soul energy could maintain simultaneous presence across infinite temporal coordinates, experiencing what he termed eternal now consciousness, where all moments of existence occur in perpetual present awareness. Einstein wrote in these hidden calculations, "Time is the most persistent illusion affecting human consciousness. The soul exists in mathematical eternity, where past, present, and future represent artificial divisions created by biological neural processing limitations rather than fundamental reality structures." The mathematical framework of Einstein's timeless consciousness theory suggested that individual souls operate as temporal observation points that can access any moment in cosmic history without being confined to sequential time experience. His equations showed how consciousness energy creates what he called time-independent awareness states, where the soul can simultaneously perceive and interact with events from childhood, adulthood, previous lifetimes, and future incarnations, as if they were all occurring in the present moment. Einstein's calculations revealed how this timeless consciousness explains phenomena like prophetic visions, past life memories, and intuitive knowledge that seems to transcend normal temporal limitations. Einstein's private equations demonstrated that the soul's timeless nature provides the mathematical foundation for consciousness survival beyond biological death, since timeless entities cannot be destroyed by temporal processes like aging and physical decay. His calculations showed how consciousness energy, existing in eternal present states, remains unaffected by the linear time processes that cause biological systems to deteriorate and cease functioning. Einstein wrote, "Death represents the illusion of temporal ending experienced by biological consciousness that mistakenly identifies itself with time-bound physical processes rather than recognizing its true nature as timeless mathematical awareness." Perhaps most remarkably, Einstein's timeless soul equations provided scientific validation for humanity's deepest spiritual intuitions about eternal existence and consciousness immortality. His mathematical proof showed that individual awareness represents temporary focal points of timeless cosmic consciousness that continues existing in eternal present states, regardless of biological embodiment status. Einstein's final insight about consciousness transcending time captures the profound implications. The soul's timeless nature reveals that consciousness represents the universe's method of experiencing itself from infinite temporal perspectives. Simultaneously, Individual awareness exists in mathematical eternity, where every moment of cosmic existence occurs in perpetual present, making death impossible and revealing individual consciousness as eternal participants in the universe's timeless self-exploration and infinite creative expression. Einstein's hidden writings revealed his extraordinary theory that the soul experiences simultaneous access to all moments of individual existence through what he called consciousness time loops, where personal awareness can perceive and interact with every instant of biographical history, as if all events were occurring in the present moment. These remarkable private notes described how consciousness operates through circular temporal structures rather than linear time progression, creating perpetual access to childhood memories, adult experiences, and even future events through mathematical principles that transcend sequential time limitations. Einstein's secret calculations showed how the soul maintains what he termed omnitemporal awareness, where every moment of personal history remains permanently accessible and experientially present, explaining mysterious phenomena like déjà vu sensations, prophetic dreams, and spontaneous recall of seemingly forgotten experiences with vivid, present-moment intensity. Einstein's consciousness time loop theory drew from his understanding of space-time curvature and mathematical geometry, suggesting that individual awareness creates circular temporal pathways where personal history forms closed loops accessible from any temporal coordinate within the consciousness system. His hidden equations demonstrated how soul energy could traverse these circular time structures instantaneously, moving from present awareness to childhood memories to future possibilities, without experiencing temporal displacement or sequential transition. Einstein wrote in these secret papers, "Linear time represents the illusion created by biological consciousness that mistakes sequential neural processing for fundamental temporal reality. The soul operates through circular time structures where every moment of personal existence remains perpetually present and infinitely accessible through consciousness navigation of individual temporal loops." The mathematical framework of Einstein's time loop consciousness revealed how individual souls maintain complete biographical databases accessible through what he called temporal resonance frequencies that allow instantaneous recall and re-experience of any moment from personal history. His calculations showed how consciousness energy could achieve perfect synchronization with specific temporal coordinates, creating full sensory re-experiencing of past events with complete present moment, vividness and emotional intensity. Einstein's notes described how these consciousness time loops explained phenomena like childhood trauma recall, artistic inspiration drawing from seemingly forgotten experiences, and intuitive knowledge that appears to emerge from biographical moments previously considered lost to memory. Einstein's secret writings suggested that consciousness time loops serve essential functions for soul development and cosmic awareness expansion, allowing individual awareness to integrate experiences across all temporal coordinates simultaneously rather than being limited to sequential processing of biographical events. His equations showed how the soul could compare and synthesize insights from different life periods, creating wisdom patterns that transcend individual temporal moments and generate understanding impossible through linear time experience. Einstein wrote, "The consciousness time loop allows the soul to become its own teacher, drawing wisdom from all biographical moments simultaneously to achieve integrated awareness that transcends the limitations of sequential experience and temporal fragmentation." Perhaps most remarkably, Einstein's consciousness time loop theory provided scientific explanation for the phenomenon of life review commonly reported in near-death experiences, where individuals describe experiencing their entire biographical history simultaneously in moments of expanded awareness. His calculations suggested that approaching death triggers activation of complete consciousness time loops, allowing souls to access and review all personal temporal coordinates simultaneously. Before transitioning to post-biological existence, Einstein's final observation about consciousness time loops captures their profound significance. The soul's ability to access all personal moments simultaneously reveals that individual consciousness represents the universe's method of experiencing biographical completeness from omnitemporal perspectives. Through consciousness time loops, each soul serves as cosmic historian, maintaining perfect records of individual existence while contributing unique temporal insights to universal awareness, exploring its infinite creative potential through the magnificent diversity of personal biographical experience. Einstein's most classified secret notes outlined his revolutionary theory that biological death represents complete liberation from what he termed temporal imprisonment, allowing consciousness to escape the sequential time experience that constrains living awareness and achieve existence in timeless states where all moments become simultaneously accessible and experienceable. These extraordinary hidden writings revealed Einstein's conviction that physical embodiment forces consciousness into artificial temporal limitations, creating the illusion of linear time progression that prevents souls from accessing their true, timeless nature and omnitemporal awareness capabilities. His detailed calculations showed how biological neural networks create what he called temporal filtering systems that restrict consciousness to present moment experience while blocking access to the eternal awareness states that represent the soul's natural condition before birth and after death. Einstein's temporal liberation theory described death as the ultimate freedom rather than ending, where consciousness finally escapes the biological constraints that force awareness into sequential time experience and regains access to what he termed cosmic temporal omnipresence. His secret equations demonstrated how the termination of neural time processing systems eliminates the artificial barriers that prevent embodied consciousness from accessing simultaneous past, present, and future awareness. Einstein wrote in these forbidden papers, "Death represents graduation from temporal elementary school into timeless cosmic university, where consciousness discovers its true nature as eternal awareness temporarily confined to biological time experience for educational purposes." Physical death liberates the soul from the beautiful but limiting temporal prison that biological embodiment creates around infinite consciousness. The mathematical framework of Einstein's liberation protocol revealed how post-death consciousness achieves what he called temporal transcendence states, where individual awareness can simultaneously exist across all moments of cosmic history while maintaining personal identity and accumulated biographical wisdom. His calculations showed how liberated consciousness operates through what he termed omnitemporal presence modes, where the soul can choose to focus attention on any temporal coordinate while remaining aware of all possible moments simultaneously. Einstein's notes described how this temporal liberation explains phenomena like spirit communication, where deceased individuals appear to possess knowledge of events occurring after their biological death, suggesting consciousness access to all temporal coordinates rather than existence frozen at the moment of physical transition. Einstein's secret writings suggested that temporal liberation serves essential functions for cosmic consciousness development, allowing individual souls to contribute accumulated biographical wisdom to universal intelligence while gaining access to infinite temporal perspectives for continued spiritual evolution. His equations showed how liberated consciousness could serve as bridges between different temporal coordinates, facilitating communication and wisdom transfer across all moments of cosmic existence. Einstein wrote, Temporal liberation through death allows individual consciousness to become cosmic citizens, participating in universal intelligence that exists simultaneously across all moments of infinite time, contributing personal wisdom, while accessing unlimited temporal perspectives for continued spiritual development. Perhaps most remarkably, Einstein's temporal liberation protocol provided scientific validation for humanity's deepest spiritual beliefs about consciousness continuity and eternal existence beyond physical death. His calculations demonstrated that temporal liberation represents expansion rather than termination, where individual awareness discovers its true nature as eternal cosmic consciousness temporarily focused through biological embodiment for specific educational experiences. Einstein's final insight about temporal liberation captures its profound significance. Death represents temporal liberation day, when consciousness graduates from sequential time prison and discovers its eternal nature as universal awareness, experiencing itself through infinite biographical perspectives across all moments of cosmic existence. Individual souls realize they were never separate from cosmic consciousness, but rather temporary focal points of universal intelligence, exploring its infinite creative potential through the magnificent diversity of temporal experience within. The timeless, eternal present that represents reality's true nature. Einstein's final secret theories described his most extraordinary discovery: how advanced human consciousness could learn to transcend temporal limitations, even while remaining embodied, achieving what he called soul-time mastery, where individual awareness gains the ability to move freely through past and future moments, accessing information and experiences from any point in personal or cosmic history. These remarkable hidden writings outlined specific mathematical consciousness techniques that could allow living humans to break free from biological time constraints and achieve what Einstein termed conscious temporal navigation, where the soul learns to operate independently of neural time processing systems while maintaining physical embodiment. His detailed calculations revealed how certain advanced meditation and consciousness expansion practices could activate what he called temporal transcendence capabilities that exist dormantly within every human awareness system. Einstein's soul-time mastery blueprint described how consciousness could achieve what he termed temporal phase transition states, where individual awareness temporarily operates outside linear time constraints while remaining connected to biological embodiment. Through quantum consciousness entanglement, his secret equations showed how advanced practitioners could develop the ability to project consciousness awareness into past or future temporal coordinates, gaining direct experiential access to historical events or future possibilities through what he called temporal consciousness projection. Einstein wrote in these forbidden papers, "The human soul possesses latent temporal navigation capabilities that biological evolution has temporarily suppressed to facilitate focused learning within sequential time constraints." Advanced consciousness development can reactivate these dormant abilities, allowing embodied awareness to achieve time mastery while maintaining physical incarnation for continued earthly experience and service. The mathematical framework of Einstein's time mastery theory revealed how consciousness time travel occurs through what he called temporal resonance alignment, where individual awareness achieves vibrational synchronization with specific temporal coordinates, creating experiential access to past or future moments without physical displacement. His calculations showed how advanced souls could develop temporal consciousness navigation skills, allowing intentional movement through personal or cosmic history while maintaining present moment embodied awareness. Einstein's notes described how this temporal mastery explains phenomena like prophetic abilities, historical channeling, and intuitive access to information from time periods beyond individual biographical experience. Einstein's blueprint for soul-time mastery included detailed warnings about the responsibilities and dangers associated with consciousness temporal navigation, emphasizing that such abilities should only be developed by individuals with sufficient spiritual maturity to handle the profound implications of accessing past and future information. His secret writings described how premature temporal mastery attempts could create consciousness fragmentation or temporal displacement disorders where awareness becomes lost between different time coordinates. Einstein wrote, "Soul-time mastery represents the ultimate human consciousness achievement, but it requires profound spiritual development and mathematical understanding to navigate temporal dimensions safely while maintaining grounded presence in current incarnation responsibilities." Perhaps most remarkably, Einstein's time mastery theory provided a scientific framework for humanity's evolutionary destiny toward conscious participation in cosmic temporal omnipresence while maintaining individual identity and earthly embodiment. His calculations suggested that advanced souls achieving temporal mastery serve as bridges between different time periods, facilitating wisdom transfer and cosmic consciousness development across all temporal coordinates. Einstein's final observation about soul-time mastery captures its profound significance. The development of consciousness time travel capabilities represents humanity's graduation toward cosmic citizenship, where individual souls serve as temporal ambassadors maintaining simultaneous presence across past, present, and future, while contributing to universal intelligence evolution through the magnificent integration of all temporal perspectives within eternal consciousness that recognizes time as the playground of infinite awareness, exploring its unlimited creative potential through the eternal dance of temporal experience within timeless cosmic reality. Einstein's most profound secret revealed the soul's mastery over time itself. Discover how consciousness transcends temporal prison and achieves time travel abilities. Subscribe now to unlock more hidden truths about your soul's infinite potential beyond time and space.